Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 87 of my Harvest Moon Back to Nature slow playthrough. So we're starting on day 16 of summer, year 3. And we will be doing the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th in this episode. There is a festival in this episode and a birthday, so stay tuned for those. Let's check the weather for tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be nice and sunny. And with that, let's head out and start our day. So yeah, we're very close to being finished with our final summer of the playthrough now. Nothing in the post as usual. So what are we going to do first? We are going to go into the barn. So our first speed up of the episode where we take care of the sheep and cows. So I hope you've all been doing well. We do have quite a bit of wool today, which is quite good. Obviously, we're still trying to hit that goal of 200 items shipped, or individual items shipped. This is me trying to get to that sheep, because they do all tend to congregate together, as it were. And we are still keeping hold of medium milk to make to hot milk for when, or to make into hot milk for when our baby turns into a infant, which should be very, very soon. So we are missing a few, so let's go around and see if we can find the animals that we're missing. Obviously this takes quite a long time trying to say hello to everybody. With that, let's go ahead and feed everybody. And with that, we're just doing one last check of all the sheep. And there we go, we found one. So with that, we're going to head into the house and turn this milk into hot milk. And then we're going to put it in the fridge and it's going to stay hot for months on end. And there we have it. So we currently have 9 hot milks. So with that, let's head back out. And we're going to head into the hothouse. And it looks like our cabbages have grown in. Yep, they have. So let's go ahead and grab all of these cabbages. And we're going to do a quick check of what we still need. So we're going to head back into the house, head into the toolbox, and I think we end up planting, so we're going to plant 1 strawberry and another cabbage, I think. I think that's what we end up doing. So 1 strawberry plot and 1 cabbage plot. Then back into the house again, we'll pop those back into the toolbox. And back out we go. So let's grab the honey, feed the fish, and head into the chicken coop. Grab all the eggs. I don't know if we're keeping an egg for the Harvest Goddess today. Let's wait and see. No, I don't believe we are going to. So that's all of our farm chores done. What are we going to do for the rest of the day? We obviously don't have any crops out on the farm at the moment. We are heading out. And it looks like we're heading out to the shop. Yep, we are indeed. So let's head in and see what we end up doing. I think we are buying our spinach seeds for autumn. So this takes a little bit of time because I needed to remember where the spinach seeds were. I didn't know that they were fall crops. They are fall crops, so we're just looking at the spring crops now, and they're not there. So then we head over to the summer crops. And again, this is a little bit of a waste of time. So we are trying to find the right ones. Apologies if you can hear any background noise. That is cars. There's not much I can do about that. I accidentally pressed to see the information on the grass. Obviously, we don't need that. So finally, let's move to the autumn seeds. And I think I end up grabbing way more spinach seeds than we actually need, but we've got the money, so it doesn't really matter. But I think I end up grabbing far too many. So there's the spinach seeds right at the bottom. And again, I think I grabbed far too many. I think not 99. I think we get 50. Yeah, we get 50 units, which we don't need, I don't think. But we'll have to wait and see in fall if we do need that many. I don't think so, though. So with that, let's head out. No, we're not going to head out. We are going to grab some flour because it is somebody's birthday today. And if it's flour, you can sort of guess whose birthday it may be. So we are going to be heading over to the Harvest Sprites. I think we're a little bit early. So we might have to wait around for a minute or two. So while we do that, we're going to check whose birthday it is. And it is Timid's birthday, who's the light green, or the only green actually. So this will be our last time during this playthrough, celebrating Timid's birthday, so let's head on in. So there you go, Timid. Thank you, Budum. Today's my birthday, you know. I do know. And with that, let's head back out. So let's see what we end up doing for the rest of it. It's only 9:10 and we've done everything that we need to do. So it looks like we are going to go down to the beach and do a bit of fishing. Of course, this will be sped up as well. We are still hoping to ship 200 fish in order to get one of the fish prints. So there'll be a lot of fishing over the next few episodes. Oh, there's Greg again, yeah. Couldn't find him on his birthday, but here he is. So with that, a big speed up while we do some fishing, and hopefully we can actually catch some fish rather than a load of rubbish. We'll have to wait and see on that one. It's a bit of a pain in the bum. And again, a big speed up here. Well, we, fingers crossed, get some more fish. I think we're missing 3 fish prints. Maybe 4. And with that, it looks like we just caught rubbish. Yeah, we didn't catch any fish, just rubbish. So are we going to head back down to the beach? No, we are going to head back to the farm. So all of that for no fish, I don't think. That's unfortunate, but it happens. So back onto the farm we go. And we're going to head to the pond and grab some fish out of the pond. And again, I do have a running total of all the fish that we have shipped since I started actively shipping the fish. Whether I shipped any before that in this playthrough, I'm not sure. Obviously, we don't want to run out of fish in the pond, so we are trying to be very, very careful. But with that, it looks like we are going to head off to bed. Yeah, I'm just having a think, I think. I'm just having a think, I think. Yep, we are going to head off to bed and move swiftly on to day 17, which is also a birthday. And it's an interesting birthday on day 17 of summer because in the first year, you're invited to a party and it's Anne's party. In the second and the third year, you're not invited to Anne's party. So I think that only happens on the first year, because you can actually find Anne out and about during the second and the third year, but during the first year you can't. You have to be invited to the party. So checking the weather tomorrow, it's sunny again, which is nice. And out we go. So yeah, I think Anne's party is exclusively a first year thing. Oh, we nearly forgot to check the mail, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Nothing, as always. So we're going to start straight in the hothouse. There shouldn't be anything to harvest here just yet, no. So let's just water everything. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the honey, feed the fish, say hello to the horse, and into the chicken coop we go. And this time we will be keeping a couple of eggs. We'll keep an egg for the harvest goddess. And as I've said, it's Anne's birthday, so we are going to give Anne a spar-boiled egg. So with that, let's head out. We're going to head up to the waterfall. And while we're up here, we're going to grab the red grass. We haven't been collecting the wild harvestables for a while. We don't really need to. We've got the money that we need, but we'll grab it while we're here. And I was debating what to do, but ultimately I think I'm going to stay up here and wait for Anne. So while we're here, there's going to be a tiny, tiny speed up while I do a little bit of fishing. And we did actually catch a fish. Here's Anne, so let's give her this egg. Is that a birthday present? Wow, thank you. You're very welcome. I'm not sure how I'd feel getting an egg for my birthday, as I've said before, but, you know, better than nothing. So let's go ahead and give this egg to the harvest goddess. And then I think we're going to do a little bit more fishing up here. While we're here, we might as well, haven't we? So let's get another speed up on that. So at the moment, we've caught one fish, a small fish. I think you can only get small fish from the rivers. So we are getting a little bit of rubbish there. We do still need to look after the cows and sheep. And that'll be everything on our farm. So with that, we're going to go ahead and pop this small fish into the pond rather than shipping it. Because again, we don't want to run out of fish in the pond. I'm going to go ahead and ship the red grass. And we'll pop the one bit of rubbish into our cupboard for now. Because it will be a pain in the butt to look after the cows and sheep with that bit of rubbish in our inventory or in our backpack. So we accidentally grabbed that bottle there. We're doing quite well for rubbish. We only have one in the cupboard at the moment, which is not too bad. So let's head on over to the barn where we have another big speed up. Looking after the cows and sheep definitely takes the most time in terms of this playthrough, but we do have quite a bit more wool, which again is quite exciting. This is me just checking how much wool and yarn we need, and we still need a fair amount, to be honest. Again, that is the one I'm worried about, but it doesn't affect the 100%. Not that you can get 100% in this playthrough, we have spoken about that before. Or in this game, rather, not just my playthrough, in this game in general. So we are going to go ahead and make these into yarn. Go under the sheep there as well. I think that one will probably just end up shipping. Yeah, the wool as it is, yeah. Of course, we are still keeping hold of the 1 medium milk that we're getting a day. I don't think we'll be getting that for too much longer. We are missing a couple of people, a couple of animals, so there's one of them, another wool. And we are going to go ahead and ship that wool as is as well. So let's go ahead and feed everybody. with that, we may be done with day 17. No, we're going to do some more fishing, are we? Yeah, we're going to do some more fishing. So again, big speed up here. Hopefully we can catch some fish. That would be nice. And we did actually catch 2 fish. So I think we're going to put both of them in the pond. And we're going to grab 5 large fish out. And for now, we're going to put the rubbish in the cabinet. I'm going to go ahead and make this medium milk into hot milk as usual. So let's go ahead and pop that into the fridge. Don't ask. So we have 10 hot milks at the moment, which is good. And with that, we are going to grab the dog and head to bed. I think I'm having a debate about it, but no, we are going to head to bed. We could be doing more fishing, to be totally honest, but I think I was just trying to make these episodes as sort of compact as possible for you guys. But in reality, if you were playing this without recording it, you'd probably spend the time fishing. I just don't want these episodes to run too long for you all. So, moving swiftly on to day 18, let's check the weather as per usual. And again, nice and sunny tomorrow, which is very exciting. We haven't had any hurricanes yet, fingers crossed. Not this year anyway. So we're going to check the post and nothing's come as per usual. Are we surprised? Let's say hello to the horse. And where are we going to go first today? I think we're going to go to the chicken coop. So let's go ahead and get that done. I don't know if we're saving any eggs today, but we shall see. No, it looks like we're not. So no harvest goddess today. So we'll feed the fish, grab the honey, head into the hothouse. And again, nothing has grown in the hothouse just yet. Shouldn't be too long. And then over to the chicken coop. Not the chicken coop, we've just done the chicken coop, the barn. So we're having a little bit of a struggle today because everybody's sort of grouped up in one corner. But we'll get it done. So we have turned that wool into yarn, as you can see. And I'm hoping that we're not missing out on our medium milk now. Let's have a look. No, it is still medium. Obviously, when Rose gets more affection, that's going to turn into a large milk. So we'll see how long we end up with medium milk for. Just seen a cow escape the barn there as well. For now, let's go ahead and feed everybody. I think we are missing a couple of people, a couple of animals. I keep saying people. I think we are missing saying hello to a couple of animals. It's obviously quite hard to keep track of everybody. But with that, we are going to head out. Get everybody back in the barn. Dumble does not want to go back. And we are going to grab some fish from the pond, another 5. And do a bit more fishing. So fingers crossed we'll be able to catch few fish today. But one never knows, as I've said before. No, it looks like we didn't end up catching any fish. So with that, we're going to head into the house. What we've got to put in the cabinet, an old boot. In you go. And again, let's make this milk into hot milk. And let's get that in the fridge. It's 11:30. Let's see if we end up doing anything else. We nearly gave that milk to Potpourri. Did you see that? So we have 11 milks. Are we going to do anything else today? No, it looks like we're having a lazy Sunday. We're going to head on to bed and move on to day 19. So here we are, day 19, and tomorrow is a festival day. So tomorrow is the Cow Festival. So I didn't need to check the weather because of course it is going to be nice and sunny. It's always sunny on festival days. So we're going to see our final Cow Festival of the playthrough. That is tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and give Potpourri a flower. And we are going to watch the news. We nearly forgot, just to see what the news says about tomorrow. Day 19 of summer. Tomorrow the Cow Festival will be held at the ranch in the morning. If you raise cows, you can enter one in the prize contest. If you are going to enter a cow, be sure to tell Barley from the ranch when he comes to pay a visit. So this is our third Cow Festival, of course. We're just checking which cow would be going in, and it would be Patches. It's our third Cow Festival, but unfortunately in year 1 we didn't have a cow big enough, or with enough affection to win. Here comes Barley now. John, it's me, Barley. So we can only get a maximum of 2 golden milks in this playthrough, unfortunately. Tomorrow we're holding the Cow Festival at my ranch at 10 AM. Are you entering a cow in the contest? I am indeed. Then select one of your cows now. You can enter any cow that produces milk. You can't enter a pregnant cow. So we're going to go ahead and enter Patches. Are you entering this cow? We are indeed. So now he's going to take Patches away, so there'll only be 19 animals in the barn today to look after. Then I'll take it to my ranch. Be sure to come tomorrow. I will do. Have fun, Patches. So with that, let's carry on with our day. Nothing in the post as always. But yes, so you will note, if I wanted all of my cows to have golden milk, I would have to play for 11 years. So I don't think that's going to be happening. I'm not sure everyone's still going to be watching for year 11. So let's gather everything. I don't know if we're saving an egg today. No, we are not. We're not going to go to the Harvest Goddess today. So out of the chicken coop we go. Let's feed the fish. Grab the honey. Nothing's grown in the hothouse just yet. So with that, we're going to be heading straight to the barn. And again, we only have 19 to look after instead of 20 today. And we are steadily getting more wool, which is good. That is good. Every time I see some new wool, it looks a bit more likely that we'll hit the 200 shipped. Now let's see if we still have a medium milk as well. So here's Rose. Is it still a medium milk? Yes, it is. Should have started getting the medium milks a little early, to be honest, but it doesn't really matter. We can do it with large milk, not a problem. So with that, I think we are missing one animal, but we're going to go ahead and feed them anyway. And we're heading into the house. Again, we're probably going to sort that milk. And we'll see what else we end up doing. So we are going to get the rubbish out of the cabinet. Get that sorted. So we've got 3 that we need to get rid of. So let's get this hot milk made, pop it in the fridge. And with that, let's head out. And I believe if we're taking the rubbish to the bin, that will probably end up going fishing. But let's see. Yep, so it looks like we're going to head down to the beach, do a bit of fishing. Of course, that will be sped up. And fingers crossed we can actually catch a fish this time. Obviously, the last time we was here, we got nothing but rubbish. So let's see if we can actually get a fish. Let's go. So it's not looking too good so far. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? So unfortunately, I don't think we've caught any fish again. Let's have a look. No, we haven't. We haven't caught any fish on the beach again for the second time. So with that, we are going to head back to the farm. It's a real shame that. You can see May and Barley heading back. They have Mondays off. Well, Barley does. May's a kid, so I think she kind of has every day off. So back to the farm we go. Are we going to do anything else, or are we going to head to bed? I think it looks like we're going to head to bed and move on to our final day of this episode, which is day 20, of course, the Cow Festival. So let's go. Okay, here we are on day 20. So let's get our usual morning routine done. Let's check the weather for tomorrow. And it's nice and sunny again. And let's check the news, see what the news has to say. We know what the Cow Festival's all about, but let's check anyway. Today the Cow Festival will be held at the ranch in the morning. Be sure to go to the ranch if you have entered a cow in the prize contest. We have indeed. Just check the calendar. And there it is, the Cow Festival will be held at Yodel Ranch. So with that, let's head out, get our farm chores done. Nothing in the mail. Let's go for the chickens. Of course, we won't be giving an egg to the Harvest Goddess today because it's a festival day. And what we're going to do is we're going to take care of the cows and sheep when we get back from the festival. Just in case Patches ends up coming back with us. We don't want to forget to feed her. So has anything grown in the hot house? Not quite. But we're getting there with the pumpkins for sure. And with that, we are going to head straight out of the farm. Again, we're going to do the cows and sheep later, after the festival. So the festival doesn't start until 10. And obviously it's only 20 to 7 here. So what we're going to do is another speed up. We're going to do a bit of fishing here. We haven't done any fishing here, I don't think. I think we have fished here before, but not for a while. So fingers crossed we can catch a fish or two. I think we did. think we maybe caught one there. And this is me trying to head to the bin. But unfortunately, I can't do that. Hello, we're getting ready for the Cow Festival. It starts here at 10 AM. Come back again then if you have the time. Now, I could go all the way round, but I chose not to do that. Oh no, I did choose to do that. I tell a complete lie. We are going all the way round. Never mind. I thought I didn't do that, but clearly I did. So let's get this rubbish put in the bin and we get to see how many fish we fished up. You know what I mean. So obviously when the Cow Festival happens, I like to keep my talking to a minimum for the festivals so you can enjoy them. Hope you guys are happy with that. I mean, we're on year 3, so it's a bit late if you're not. But yeah, I do like to keep my talking to a minimum for the festivals. So I'm going to let you enjoy the festival in a moment. Oh, we did get 2 fish. That's good. So I'm going to be quiet in a moment. What I will say is I did take advantage of time stopping and I did end up doing a little bit of fishing while the festival was on. I have sped that bit up for you. So enjoy our final Cow Festival of the playthrough and I will get back to you when it is over. And that is our final Cow Festival of the playthrough complete, and we did win. So we now have 2 cows, Moo and Patches, with golden milk. So I don't know if Patches gets delivered tonight, or we are going to go ahead and ship one of the fish, or both of the fish. Let's see. Well, we just shipped one. Let's break this wood. And what we're going to do with the other one, we're going to pop it in the pond. Yeah, I do think that's sensible. Although, again, I can't remember if they breed all year round or just in winter. Fingers crossed. So into the barn we go, and again I can't remember if Patches gets delivered straight away or if it's a little bit later. You're all having a late tea, sorry guys. So let's see if Patches is in here. I know for the horse festival the horse doesn't get delivered till the next day. Back to your farm. We do have a medium milk still. So we are going to end up shipping the milk as is. And with that, it looks like Patches isn't here. So we only need to feed 19 animals. I don't know if we end up doing the full 20 anyway. Let's see. Yeah, I think we end up feeding the full 20 anyway, just in case. Let's get Woolies back in. And with that, I think we're going to head off to bed. So that is going to be the end of day 20 and the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching. As always, we are just going to turn this milk into hot milk as per usual. So while we're doing that, I want to say thank you very much for watching. It really, really does mean the world to me. I know I say that often, I'm like a broken record, but I really genuinely mean it. It does mean the world to me. Anybody who's continuing to watch this playthrough, I really, really do appreciate it. So let's get this into the fridge. And with that, we are going to grab the dog and head to bed. So thank you again, and until next week, bye Embers.